So, just to add some clarity to some things going on here, first and foremost, um, I'm posting the full conversation and everything that was said, and a few people have questioned me, which, cool, whatever, I don't care. If you can read, you can go through these text messages. Second, I worked in customer service for 17 years. I'm absolutely not a Karen. Don't care to be a Karen. I live out in the middle of the woods so that I can get as far away from people as humanly possible. And I still manage to find the one J hole that just, here we are. So read for yourself. Go check out my other videos. And I'm actually going to go ahead and put on this one too. Um, all the text messages, the whole conversation. I'm going to try to do my voiceover on that to see if I can just kind of give you some context. But truth be told, I don't feel like you need context to sit there and read our text message conversation and to understand that this person took advantage of me, took advantage of my family. And then, in addition to that, one of his people called DCF and made a false report. And I haven't been able to get the state of Florida to do anything about it, which is quite irritating because it seems like they may have done this before in their own situations. However, my case was closed as unfounded. And I'll tell you, I have a 10-year-old, a 5-year-old, and he just turned 2. He was just over a year and a half thereabouts when this whole thing occurred. They came out here and they closed it as unfounded. You know why? Because they take care of my children. It's not a concern, and they can come out here anytime. I don't have a problem with it. Problem is, they're going to have to call me because I am behind a few log gates. But anyways, again, with intent. We're out here in the woods with intent. And what DCF told me, how I know it was one of their people, is because first off, I've never had to deal with DCF with my children. My children are loved, well cared for, well fed, and half the time I'm telling them, get out the snacks. I mean, y'all, I know you mamas can feel me on that one. But I was told by the person from DCF that it was a concerned neighbor. I mean, if y'all could even just see where I'm at right now, it's like you see all these trees. I'm on my property. I'm in my truck because it's hot in Florida. And I'm a spoiled princess sometimes. So whatever. I don't care. I'm going to have my AC. I don't have any neighbors. You can't see my property from the road. So who knew we were here, first off? And the neighbors that do know us on the road, like, we're very cool. We don't have any problems. We're good people. We've been here for 3 years now. Just over 3 years. Going to be living full time 3 years. It'll be this fall for sure. Yeah. And we've known our neighbors a good percentage of that time. What's also interesting is I have maintained my property, like this address, like been here the whole 3 years. Robert's moved 3 times. 3 times. You don't move 3 times oh, by the way, in a year, not in 3 years. It's not like lease went up and he went on to the next place. He moved 3 times in just the year, less than a year that I've known him. He has had 3 different addresses. He has another active case against him in his county. Anybody that I have come in contact with, and please know, the reason I have gone public about this as hardcore as I have is because so many people in their circle, like in their wake, I guess I should say, people that they have done wrong in some form or fashion. I'm going to say 7 confirmed people that have stories, and I've confirmed that it is the same person. He's done this with his restoration company, and now he's trying to start another company in Florida, in Central Florida. And I'm sorry. I would want to know. I would want to know if it was me and he was going around doing this to people. I would want to know, because he keeps saying, "Oh, I took care of my people," and blah blah blah. Look, I'm YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Nextdoor. I've gone to them. I am on all of them, whichever one you're watching this on right now. Thank you. But just understand this guy, I would not be doing this if this was just me and I hadn't found anything else. I'd still be going after him, don't get me wrong, but I would not be putting the public pressure on him as well, because he has a track record. I've looked it up. I can see it. Like he's there's 3 other small claims cases against him that he's lost that I can confirm. And one of them was an eviction. So, that just, to me, that shows a lot. He couldn't even pay his rent. So he got evicted. And you have to pay your rent for if you've been there for a minute and you know your landlord, sometimes they'll be nice. Sometimes they won't. I'll admit that. Even if you've been there for 10 years, they could be like, oh, by the way, I'm selling a house out in 2 weeks, 30 days, whatever the law forces. But it doesn't change the fact that obviously something had to happen with non-payment in order for them to be evicted, most likely, from what I can tell. Again, this is just what I'm looking at from public records. This is what I've seen from him about public records, and I've read and I've looked into firsthand. But at the end of the day, my dad is a mechanic. And now he wasn't like a public mechanic, it wasn't like that. But he was still, we knew car mechanics. I was immersed in that culture. I grew up working on a Datsun 240Z, other various vehicles that my dad owned, motorcycles. Like I did the gassers. I didn't do diesels. So this was a new beast for me. And my biggest fear is that she would start running and I wouldn't know how to stop it if I started working on it and got it going. So I was looking for a professional, and this is unfortunately what I found in my small town. And I guess my naive, not I guess, yeah, I was sorry. I was trying to be trustworthy and give somebody a chance. Like I'm the kind of person I'll support local. I support local. I support my local feed store. I support local artisans. Like I support the small businesses. And that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to support the local businesses. Now, this mofo wants to also sit here and say I didn't have the money. I had the money. I had paid the over $7,000 bill to my mechanic to put the truck back together. So yeah, I had the money, and it even says paid in full in cash on my receipt. Like, yeah, we pay our bills, buddy. You're the one that doesn't pay your bills. So now that you've gone and left all these people in your wake, all these people that you have done wrong, they are finding me. They are finding my content. They are seeking me out. They are messaging me. They are getting in touch with me because they're like, you know what? This is the one. She's going to be the one to finally get him. I didn't have enough, but she'll do it. And you're darn right I will. I am going to follow through with this. Like, there's going to be so much follow through. We're going to be working on the next swing. Anyways, so yeah, no. Like I said, customer service for 17 years, and most of that was helping my family run a business. So yeah, I know what it's like to be an honest business person, to run an honest business, and to be around honest mechanics that do good work. And then guys like him come along and not only tarnish, small businesses, but also good mechanics. So I, for one, am not going to stand for it. I'm not going to put up with it. It's not, if it was me and I was not, if I wish somebody had done this, when I looked up his name, I would have found more stuff on him. I'm just saying, if somebody had actually been able to utilize resources the way that I have, and I get it, not everybody has this kind of time. I'm a stay-at-home mom. He left me here without a vehicle for 8 months. Excuse me, it might not have been 8 months. It was from July 1st, essentially. We'll just go with that because he had already taken my truck apart before that. My truck was already in pieces prior to July 1st. So starting July through December until I got my new truck. Because we kept thinking, maybe we'll get the truck back together. And then it was like, do we buy a new vehicle, or what's it going to take to put this one back together? So we were having to weigh what that looked like financially for us before I just got a new truck. Like, you got to think about those things. So, yeah, no. And by the way, I'm sitting in that truck, yeah, a new to me truck. I just want to make that clear. I'm not sitting here in some brand new truck. But we love this truck. I don't care what anybody says about 6.0s. We love her. She is a beast, and she has done our family really well. And yes, 6.0s come with problems, but they do a lot better when people don't leave them in pieces. So that's the other thing. And my mechanics, you're going to hear this. You're going to be like, oh, he did not seal the engine properly. And I have video and photos of that. I absolutely have pictures of where he did not seal the engine properly. So yeah, the fact that he didn't destroy my motor because he didn't know what he was doing is just, that's God's mercy. And that's all he's going to get at this point, because I'm not God. I am not Jesus. I can forgive you. I'm not mad. Oh, I'm not mad. But what I am going to do is make sure that he's not able to do this to anybody else, because that makes me mad. Because when I found out he was taking advantage of women, taking advantage of older women, more specifically, between his KB restoration of Ocala or of Florida and Sunbiz. I'm just saying, I wish I knew about Sunbiz before. I'm new to Florida, so that was a new one for me. I should have looked that up. I should have looked it up, but I didn't. And here I am. So yeah, I don't want anybody else, that, even if it's not Robert Blake Fowler and his wife, Carrie Joanne Hall. Just name drop. Want to make sure those get in there. But make sure you do your due diligence. Do better. Don't be like me. Don't end up in this situation. Sure, I'll admit, my bad. But like I also said, I try to support small businesses. I try to support small business owners. And at the end of the day, unfortunately, this one just didn't pan out. 99 out of 100 will pan out. And here I am. I found the one J-hole. So it's fantastic, right? I'm going to make sure I have the full text message conversation posted one way or another, because I found where he's also trying to now like post on Facebook and social media, and maybe not so much Facebook, but YouTube and TikTok. He's on there posting and trying to, I don't even know what he's trying to do, because he hasn't gotten a single one of the vehicles. The only vehicle that he had running was the one that's at the tow shop that he's been working at. So I have a feeling he probably didn't have a hand in that one running. I'm just going to throw that out there. Because the two that have been at his property, we haven't seen those running yet. And also that big piece of equipment that he said he was going to get running, never saw that video either. So, it's kind of looking a little weird if you ask me. But yeah, that's what I want. What my goals are here are to make sure that no one else falls victim to this guy. Hopefully spread awareness about looking up people before you hire them, instead of just being trusting. And this guy was a smooth talker. He was a smooth talker. I'll give him that. And unfortunately, because and he even brought his kid, and our children played together while he worked on my truck. He told me way too much information about his life too, which really shocked me. But that's the thing. He talks. He's talk, and he doesn't remember what he's told people. So at this point, I mean, I've had people tell me that he said he had cancer, like stage 5 colon cancer, like he was on his way out the door, which you're not going to be up working on people's decks if you have stage 5 cancer. I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know how that would work out, to be honest with you. So that was kind of weird to me, that he was telling people he had cancer. And one person, I think, even said something to the effect of, well, when he stopped answering, I just assumed he'd. So that's kind of crazy. Maybe that's why he was telling them, so that they would think he was no longer with us, and then they wouldn't look for him. But wow, what a way to dip out on your work. Am I right? So, in closing, Robert Blake Fowler, you're a coward. Come to court and show me all this evidence that you claim to have. I know you don't have anything, because I know you couldn't keep a record. There's no way. You're not that smooth. But anyways, yeah, I would love to see your bookkeeping. I would absolutely love to see your bookkeeping. And this is coming from somebody who used to assist with HR and payroll. I was second in command with HR and payroll for our small business. So, yeah, crazy story. I know what to look for. But anyways, y'all, I am going to get off this rant. It's been over 15 minutes of me ranting about all of this. And another just life tip, don't read the comments. Don't read the comments if you don't want to get involved in the comments. That's all I got for you. But anyways, y'all, take it easy. I really appreciate you listening if you made it this far. And I'll be around with the next update soon. Take care now.